Item 24, ordinance building, adopt an ordinance repealing Chapter 9.22 entitled Cannabis Background Clearance Badge from the Calaveras County Code and authorize a summary publication of the ordinance by an ordinance exempt from CEQA.
Doug?
Morning, Chair, members of the board. Doug Oliver, Chief Building Official. As you are aware, November 12th, I brought this item and the item directly after this to your board for a waiving of the first reading. This one is the repeal of Chapter 9.22, Cannabis Background Clearance Badges.
Hang on a second, Doug. Is the microphone on?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, very good. And I got to start over. I lost my place.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. Essentially, nothing has changed between November 12th and today. Just for edification, my comments at the last meeting were that we have, in your wisdom, very robust enforcement opportunities contained within the code without needing this, and that was actually demonstrated about a week after this, the first hearing. We did have a bad actor, and it resulted in 5 licenses being pulled for violations of this 1718 of the code. So, as stated, we do have good enforcement options. There's no other information I can provide at this time. If you have any questions, now's the time.
Thank you. Questions from the board? All right. Is there any? We'll move to public comment. Is there any public comment on item 24? Rinke?
Good morning, Vicki Ranke. I just have a kind of a clarification question, because when we were here on November 12th, I know in the agenda it did say something about coming back in December 10th. But that day, the way the votes were taken, us, the public, believed that this must not be coming back, and you just voted it through. So I guess in the future, if you could please let the public know what you're actually doing, that it was going to come back for the 10th. And I know that you've probably all made your minds up, but it is on the agenda. You could change your minds. I don't know how many people responded to you about the badge ordinance especially, and obviously the next one too, the taxes, because it doesn't seem fair to the public what you guys are doing for an industry that shouldn't be here. So anyway, I just wanted to say that because I thought that was quite confusing, so thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Morris?
Susan Morse. I'm here today to question and speak in opposition of the building department's request to repeal the badge ordinance. Why? Now, I wasn't able to come last time, so I'm going to say what I would have said then. The safety and well-being of the county's residents and families, in my opinion, has not been adequately considered. 1795-010 purpose and intent states, it is the purpose and intent of this chapter to allow limited regulated cannabis cultivation and other commercial cannabis activities, the goal being to preserve the public peace, health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of Calaveras County and its environment, while retaining the ability of cannabis consumers to have access to cannabis in the county. Chapter 922, its purpose and intent specifically says, the purpose of this chapter is to reduce certain health and safety risks to law enforcement, civil enforcement officials, and public at large by preventing those individuals from owning or working at commercial cannabis businesses within the county who have a prior conviction or convictions. And these badges have been working, right? That's been reported. Many of these issues that confronted residents in the past have reduced, so why would we eliminate one of their protections? The badge, the process is working. The submittal from the building department state it meets a building department strategic plan goal of streamlining permit processes for business, for all business. And if you look at the county's website, you will see that the building department has taken all different types of businesses and put them into one, making it even difficult if someone wanted to find how to make a complaint, because it's all merged into one. The submittal from the BART, if it meets the building department's strategic plan, okay, question, does this meet the purpose, spirit, and intent of the 1795 ordinance and the 922 badge ordinance, repealing the badges? I urge you to reconsider your November vote. Please vote no today, and let's not forget the commitment the county made to its residents in May of 2021. The county is committed, quote, to proper implementation and enforcement of the ordinance, the goal being to preserve the public peace, health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of Calaveras County and the environment. Please vote no, reconsider this.
Thank you very much.
We want to be safe.
Thank you. Is there other public comment on this item? Is there any public comment online?
We have no online public comment.
I'll bring it back to the board for further discussion or a motion.
Yeah, I have a couple comments, which I had before on this. I would appeal to the other two supervisors that previously voted no on this to reconsider their vote from last time on November. This is the public safety item. This is something that is concerned for the other 45,000 constituents in this county and their safety. And there's a number of grows in my district specifically that are right next to suburbs and housing overlooking them. And their safety is something that I look at my job as preserving. And this ordinance is a safety ordinance and was established to do that. So I would hope the other supervisors would at least consider that. So I am going to vote no, as I did before, on this item, because again, I think it is a safety issue, and that's the reason it was in place. There was a comment earlier in November that if something happens, we can revisit this. That's being reactive instead of proactive, and we're supposed to be proactive. Sometimes you have to be reactive because you don't know anything about something that may occur, but this we do know, and I think it's a good ordinance, and it was put in there for a reason. So I appeal to the other two supervisors to please think about their vote and think about the safety of their constituents.
Thank you. Other comments or a motion from the board? Supervisor Happy, your light's on.
Oh, thank you. I will say that I have been out to these grows and I have seen the people that have been working there, and I did vote against it to begin with. But after doing more research, speaking with Doug and the sheriff, I still will be backing this.
Do you want to make a motion?
I'll go ahead and make a motion, yeah.
Or Supervisor Stopper, did you want to make a statement?
It looked like Ms. Follendorf was ready to say something.
Supervisor, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just was gonna, you turned your light on first, so I don't want to interrupt. Similar to Martin, I originally voted not to support this, but after doing research and going out to the grows, and I will be supporting staff's recommendation to these changes. And I did go in the last meeting in November in detail more of why, but I will be upholding to support staff on this.
Hang on. Supervisor Stopper, did you?
Yeah, I just want to say that for multiple reasons. First of all, the owners of the LLCs that own these and the owners of the all these types of businesses still have to go through a background check. So the person that is running the business is vetted. With that, also, there's an issue with migrant workers to the point where, like, seasonal, I would say seasonal, not so much migrant, but with seasonal workers and getting enough out there during certain times of the year for the process to be implemented, and it becomes a hindrance. Yes, I think that safety is all of our, we are all concerned about safety. At this point, I think that the owners take the brunt of the liability, because if they have an issue at that time, they're usually the ones that have to deal with it. I think it's being more open to the process that we do with all business across the state. And, you know, with those, if it's not security or law enforcement, you know, this is a legal business across the state of California, and you know, and it provides jobs in Calaveras County that are beneficial to the people that live here. So with that, Martin
I
did.
did make a motion, I think.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Martin's made a motion. You second?
So I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion by Supervisor Hubbard, a second by Supervisor Stopper. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Carries 4-1. Thank you.